Today, I want to answer the question, should I cook for my boyfriend? You'll be wondering where this question is coming from. So, there was a time when the thing that was going around was to be wife material. We know what wife material is. They're the ones that wash, that cook, that clean. They get to their boyfriend's house and they do a makeover. You know, all those kind of things. They're not even married yet, but man, it is clear these ones are wife material. They go to visit their intending mother-in-laws and they take over the housework. You know, those kind of girls now. And so for a long time, that was going on. And then as women started to eat breakfast and suffer, and with all these feminist ideas coming up, people started to push back and say, no way, I cannot cook for my boyfriend. A few weeks ago, there was a video from a leading women's minister that went viral when she was telling young ladies how they should behave when they go to visit their in-laws for the first time, how they should sit, how they should help in the kitchen, how they should serve, you know, all those kind of things, how they should talk, how they should be, you know. And people were bashing this woman, this great woman, and saying all sorts of things about her because everybody is like, the people that did it before, they chopped breakfast because of it. People have suffered for doing these things, you know, and all that. Some people say, you know what, don't start what you can't finish. Be yourself. You know how I spoke in one of my recent videos about what if you're not the typical woman, you know, all those kind of things. So people are like, hey, don't start what you can't finish, or, you know, all those kind of things. So let me attempt to answer the question, should I cook for my boyfriend? The first thing I want to say is that to everything in life, there is balance. If you know me well, you know that I believe strongly in balance. And I will say it again, everything in life there is balance. If you are an extremist on one side or an extremist on the other side, you are wrong and you will soon fall into a ditch. Stay in the middle of the road. You understand? The middle. You know that white line in the middle of the road? Just stay there. Stay there. Walk on it. That's where you should walk. Don't fall too much to this side or too much to that side. Of course, there will be times when you'll be a bit more tilted to this side or times when you'll be a bit more tilted to the other side. And yes, you should have strong morals and principles about things, but don't be too extreme. Be balanced in your thinking. Understand that there is wisdom in the middle of the road. That's where the most wisdom comes to stand. Don't sit on the fence when it comes to giving your opinion, but understand, always balance out your ideas. And that's the first thing I'm going to say. And it's very, very important, not just for this topic, but for everything in life. Be balanced. Now, to answer the question, I believe strongly that as a young woman or as a woman, don't be too quick to get into wife mode. You are going to have plenty of years to be a wife. You won't have many years to be a girlfriend and to evaluate this man. The 1 year or 2 years or even 4 years or 5 years that you spend dating or courting, they are just a preliminary for the several years that you're going to spend together. Even if you get married at 40 and you live till you are 80, you would have been married for 40 years. It's not beans and corn. It's a big deal. So don't be too quick to jump into wife mode. This dating or courting phase is just a short phase and it's a precursor to what is going to happen later. But there are important things that you must do in this period, and that is what you should spend the period doing. A man who truly loves you is not going to be auditioning your culinary skills or your housekeeping skills, because those things can be paid for. He's not going to force you to have sex with him. All those things can be paid for. They're external. His premium will be more on getting to know the kind of person you are and whether you are worth building a life with. And that is where your focus should be. The question is, what does marriage mean to you? And what does marriage mean to your boyfriend or the man that you are planning to marry? You know, before you start cooking for him or cleaning his house and washing his clothes, that is what you should be asking. What does marriage mean to you? What is he really looking for? See, I've seen some people that will say, me, oh, all I need is somebody that will take care of my children, wash my clothes, cook my food. That's it. I'm not looking for a relationship. If that's fine for you as a woman, no problem. Audition away, cook all the meals, cooking competition, wash the clothes, because that is what your relationship is going to be about. But if he's looking for a life partner, and that is what you are looking for too, then you should be focusing on your values, your morals, your goals, your ideologies. Those are the important things, not how well you can cook or how well you can wash. That is really what will be important. You see, all those other things, they can be learned. They can be learned and they can be developed. If somebody places a premium on you, that will be the most important thing. And that's what you should be looking out for. First of all, your similarity in values. Do we share similar values about life? Spiritual values, social values, intellectual values. Do we have similar goals? So that one person is planning to be a full-time minister going all over the world for ministry or a missionary, while one person is planning to build a career. It's a recipe for disaster. Not because one person is bad, but because the goals are divergent. You guys have to be going in the same direction. What do you want from each other? What are your goals? Are they converging? And we're looking at a convergence of the mindset on how things should be done. How should things be done? How are we going to achieve these joint goals that we have? Because if we have the same goals and we want to take different routes to get there, there will still be a problem. So we have to look at those are the things that we should spend our time evaluating, because we don't have a lot of time in this courtship. We have 1 year, 2 years, max 3 years. The highest, maybe 5 or 6 years. Do you understand? To build up for this marriage. That is what you should spend your time evaluating. Not that you should spend your time saying, oh, is he paying for my school fees? Is he my main provider? You should not become your main provider while you are courting. And you should not become his primary carer while you are courting. That's not what the relationship is about. Remember, it's about evaluating each other's values, goals, and ideas and mindset on how to achieve those goals. That is what your courtship is about. So should you cook for your boyfriend? Be balanced. You can cook for your boyfriend. There's no problem. But that should not be the main thing that you are doing in your relationship. It should not become a regular expectation. You can go out to eat. You can do other things. He was eating before you came. You were eating before he came. Sort each other out and focus on the journey that you are planning to take together. Whether you are cooking for him or not, he will eat. So please, I'm not saying don't cook for your boyfriend ever. I'm not saying don't wash his clothes ever. I'm not saying don't ever help him clean his house. That should not be the focus of your relationship. Focus on what is important. Your values, your goals, and your mindset on how you are going to achieve those goals. Did you learn something from this video? Please share in the comments below. Remember to like the video, to share it with somebody who will find it useful, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. In case you haven't met me, my name is Fagbeja. I am a women's minister and a women's coach, and my goal is to ensure that every woman, irrespective of what life has served her, irrespective of what she has been through, is able to take charge of her life and get the best results out of life in every area. She's able to work towards her God-given potential. If you would like to join my vibrant community of women where we help each other thrive in life, click the link in the description to join the Valiant Women's Network. Till I come your way again, ciao.